All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with God's Raid. Yeah, we're going to talk about some stuff here today. We've been playing for about a week now, a little bit over a week actually, and we did a couple of videos of our progression. And today we're going to kind of go over what I've learned over the last week and some things that may help you out if you are just starting. Uh, and we're going to go over some of the most common complaints I think I found with the game because I want to at least let you guys know that even though those are valid, all valid complaints, you can get past them. So here we go. Let's talk about the things that we've done and where we're at now. So we are on very hard. So we're working on chapter 3, 4 we're on, and we have completed everything up until very hard. So we hard is completely done. All 180 stars. We've got normal mode, all 150 stars. So we are working pretty quickly, actually. We're moving along pretty well. Now, we are free to play, and we are using our gems efficiently, at least to what I can see as being efficient. So remember, what I'm about to tell you today may not be the ultimate thing or the best way to go, but it's what I've at least seen and noticed over time. So here we go. So the first few things that I've noticed. One, your level, and I mean your account level, is probably one of the most important things in the game. Now, the problem with this game is that it's very hard early on to get EXP for your heroes to level them up so that you can continue to move on in the modes that you're trying to get through. So what I've noticed is that campaign farming is now becoming one of the more important things, whereas in the beginning of the game, the maze is where I think a lot of people, and at least the videos that I've seen so far, is where a lot of them have been saying, this is where you're going to get your gold. This is where you can do, and that's true. It's still going to be the maze, right? The maze is still the best place to get gold. The problem with it is that if you focus too much on the maze, your heroes are going to start to fall behind because they're not going to be high enough levels. You're not going to have enough potions, and you're going to end up spending a lot of gems to get potions or just waiting out things, and it's going to take a long time. So what we did is we wanted to build up our account level. All right, that's the first thing we want to do. Now, how do you do that? By leveling up gods and leveling up heroes. So obviously, if you're not leveling up your heroes, your account level is not going to go up. All right. Now, you start this game, you have almost no energy. I mean, as you can see, I'm now level 16 and I'm at 59 energy now, which is a lot better than how it starts. I mean, when you start out, I think in the first week, you'll be lucky if your max is like, I think it's somewhere between 15 and 30 tops is how much your max energy is, which means when you log off and you come back, you're not going to have a lot of energy. So the main thing that you need to focus on once you start building your team up, the second thing is your account level. You need to get that up. So how did I do that? So what I did was personally is I have not leveled up any of my legendaries. All right. Now this is only for free to play. If you are spending, obviously you're going to have a lot more gems. You're going to have a lot more potions. You're going to be able to do whatever the hell you want, and that's fine. But the reason that we're not leveling up our legendaries, and I have a few. We have Dionysus. We've got Viking Princess, we've got Orc Swordsman, we've got Vidar, and we've got Orc Hunter. So we've got a lot of really, really reasonably good legendaries. And the problem here is that legendaries use a ton, and I mean a ton, more resources to build. All right, just to get one legendary. Let's look at this. Let's level up. All right, going to level up just so you can kind of see. Now she is level 1. Now if I do register all to get her to level 10, it's going to cost me 3 of these purple potions, 3 of the blue, and then 3 of the worst ones, right? So that's where you're at for level 10. Now, if I go over here to a blue hero, all right, like this one, and I go to level up and I do register all, look at this. It literally takes 3 times the amount of EXP to max a hero who is blue versus someone who's legendary. The other thing is that you can get the stars and transcendent stars and ascendant stars really easy on rares, and I'll show you exactly how that's going to work out later on. Now, what this means is I get 450 EXP for 1/3 of the amount of stuff. Now, how much EXP? We get 450 for doing a rare. All right, now level this one up, register all. We get 675, but we're using 3 times the experience. All right, so that means I can level up 3 heroes, all right, for the cost of this one, and I can get somewhere around 1200 EXP. Actually, more than that, almost 1300 EXP for the same potions that I'm going to get on this legendary. So, what does that mean? It means that you're going to be sacrificing leveling your account up to have a legendary early on. Now, can you use legendaries in the early game and can you do them with lower level? Yes, a lot of them are really good, and I understand that. But the only thing that matters in the beginning is getting your your account number, your account letter, your account level up. So what I've been doing is I've been focusing on only rares and epics. Okay. The only reason I have 3 epics in my team is because I just happened to get assassin after I was already leveling my tank, my commander, and power fist. So we were already leveling them. I had the wizard here, and I figured out that assassin is really really freaking good because she almost immediately goes to the back row and kills those annoying healers, and she'll take out your annoying DPS that are throwing spears at you. Usually, she'll at least kill one before anything even happens. So yeah, we switched into her. The other thing is that we also got a lot of her fragments. So that's the other reason we kind of used her. So as you can see, all of my heroes here, with the exception of him, really, they're all basically fully awakened. All right, see, look at this, all of them. All right, her I actually already have ascendant. Sorry, ascended. We have to make sure we use the right terminology, or transcendence. Sorry, transcendence. There we go. Either way, you get it. So here, say we only need another 7 of her, and we will be able to ascend her once we get her to level 50. I actually have enough EXP to get her to 5-star right now. We're going to be waiting until tomorrow. We're going to level up and save our potions. We're going to level up tomorrow and get her up to 50. So then she'll be at 5-star, and we'll be working on these guys, the other 3 epics last. All right. Now, Spear Knight is an insanely good hero. All right. So he is my favorite. As you can see, he's 37,000 power. He's crazy strong right now. We're working on him the most. We got him to 5-star, and he's awesome. He literally will pummel through entire waves of enemies and then go right to the back row, kill the annoying healer, and then move right back. If he jumps from the furthest enemy, basically. So if you get one of those enemies that throws the skeletons at your healer, if he's all the way on the other side of the screen, he will shoot all the way over to help your healer who's getting attacked and then kill them and then come right back. So if you get his attack speed up and his strength up really high, as you can see, we have 7,500 attack on him right now because we've been working solely on him. That's the other thing. You can get rares up to 5-star very quickly in this game, or at least faster than you can any of the legendaries. So once I start doing that, yeah, you're gonna get through stuff a lot quicker and it's a lot easier while leveling up your account. All right. So that's the first thing, is those heroes are awesome and you can get their pieces very easily. Him, you can get pieces really easily, and the priest, you can get stuff really easily. So that's the first thing. Now, would I recommend doing campaign early on? Now, I did not. All right. I've been farming the maze mostly. And what I've noticed is something I didn't notice before. So let's talk about this. When you go into an area, you'll see this featuring human soul stones. That means when you farm in this area, you're going to get human soul stones. All right. So this is a big deal. When you're farming campaign, you can literally farm while getting EXP, while getting gold. It's not going to be as much gold as the maze, but it's going to be enough. All right. I mean, if I level up one of my heroes to 50, it's going to cost me like 75,000 gold. All right. Or I could just level her up right now, in campaign tomorrow. I could just put it on auto and let it run. And then she'll hit 50 and I'll make gold and I don't have to use my potions. All right. And you can save those potions for your lower heroes when you're trying to get through the tower later on. So there you go. That's the first thing with this. All right. So every area is like this. So here we go. Frozen Plains. Now this has beast souls. All right. If you go into cemetery, you've got undead souls. So you can literally start farming these rare heroes while you're getting EXP and gold. All right. So you're losing out on a lot of things. And every time you level up a hero, you're getting experience for your account level, which is getting you more stamina. See what I mean? It's a constant cycle. So if you're spending way too much time in the maze, you will be losing out on all of this. All right. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. Now, I didn't personally focus on this until very hard. All right. I did do a little bit of farming here and there, like it wasn't anything crazy. I honestly didn't even notice that this was here with the human souls and which ones were featured. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I just kind of noticed it the other day. So I was like, wow, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't know that. And I got a bunch of different soul stones uh, for Sword Knight and for my priest, which was very good. So yeah, definitely farm in the area. That's when you're asking where should you farm? Well, farm in the area for the team that you're building. All right, that's where you should farm. So what I would tell you is if you need gold, like when you get to a big part, like let's say you get a hero, right, that's max level. Say you maxed out Spear Knight to 4-star. He costs a lot of money to get to 5-star. I think we're talking 100,000 just to get him to 4-star to 5-star, and then I think another almost 300 something thousand, I think, just to get the extra star to purple. Okay, for the ascending. So it's a lot of gold. So when you get him maxed, and you don't need EXP anymore for that moment, and you want to get him started up, that is when you will go to the maze. All right. Do not spend a lot of time in the maze while you're leveling up. All right. And I would say, honestly, if I had known this earlier on, I probably would have done it in hard mode. All right. Easy mode, normal mode, you don't really have to worry about it. I would just go into the maze and just spend all your energy there. If you get stuck, like when you're stuck, because you're going to be getting a lot of things for free. You're going to be getting a lot of parts for free in the early game. You're going to be getting tons of stuff, and you're just going to need gold. That's all you're going to need. Now we're shifting gears, right? We're going into EXP mode. And that has helped me tremendously. So now let's go into campaign real quick. I'll just show you. So I farm in stage 1. All right. I haven't been going back to try to get 3 stars. I don't care right now. We just got into this area. So this is the team we're using. We're using Knight Commander with Sir, and he basically lights everything on fire. So it's really good for him. We've got Poseidon on our punchy fist, power fist. We've got Poseidon on her because she already has a shield. It gives her a shield right at the start. And she likes to put shields on herself. So she was the best option. And I believe he has a skill. Yeah, he has a accuracy increase, and he gives her the extra barrier right in the beginning. So basically, she won't get one shot right when she gets into the fight, and that's kind of important for her. She has lasted the longest. She's definitely, I think, the strongest physical DPS I have as far as like survivability. All right. Now, when we go into, oops, no, we don't want to do that. When we go to Spear Knight, right now we have Hermes on him. All right. Why do we have Hermes? Because look at this, attack plus 24%. We want that. All right. So attack on human heroes plus 24%. We've got increased attack speed. We want that too. We want him gunning back and forth on the screen, killing everything. So that's the important part for him. Then we've got my girl here, Info. We've got Assassin. She has Ares. Now, Ares is a beast hero. What does that mean? It means that she gains no bonus from this. There's no attack increase here. So if you're using a beast team, obviously he'll be better. I have to cough it up. All right, so here we go. This is what happens. I should have brought a water. So, but the good news is she has this crit plus 19%. So essentially, her crit rate is going to be really high. She's going to shoot to the back row, kill things. Her attack is, I think, 600 now. Where is it? 600 and something? Yeah. She will teleport behind the farthest enemy and deal 600% attack and stun them. That is an insane skill. Really good. And then she spins and kicks the crap out of everybody. All right. So that's the other thing. So we definitely want that. If you have beast heroes, obviously this extra attack is going to be good. But Ares is the number one god that you will need in the beginning of this game. All right. The number one. And I don't know about it. We're not talking about like all the absolute gods. We're not talking about anyone like that. We're talking about just in the beginning of the game where we're at right now. Ares is the number one hero and the number one god to level up in the beginning of this game. Why? This is why. All right. Info. I don't care who you put him on. Literally don't care. His skill increases your attack by 100%. We've been leveling him up, and I actually just have to craft some stuff here, and I can do this. I could do it right now, technically. I think right now, actually, I have the stones. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. Let's go look. I'll show you how I do things. All right. Get out of here. I should have just hit home. There's a lot of things. All right, craft. We're going to go into here, miscellaneous, enhancement. Here we go. Enhanced stones. Nope, we want sunstones. So we need 2 of these, I think, or 3. We'll just do 3. So here we're going to craft 3 of those. Confirm. Let's see if we can level them up. You have to level up your gods, or you can't enhance their divinities, just so you know. All right, so let's go into gods. Let's go into my boy. Where did he go? Where's Ares? I lost him. Oh, here we're in Ares. Enhanced definitive. Okay, so we can't level it up yet. We're not strong enough. We need to get him higher level. So once we get him up to the highest level, he's going to increase our attack by 200%. I don't think people really understand how much damage that is. All right. If your attack does 10,000 damage, that means at level 1 you do 20,000. All right. At level what is this 5? You're going to do 30,000, all right, when this goes off, okay? This is an insane skill and really good for killing those tank bosses because I've noticed that in the beginning of this game, the tank bosses are the hardest ones, all right, the hardest. And the one that I think I had the most trouble with was in very hard is this one right here. You have to fight my own tank. This guy, I literally had it down to where all 5 of my heroes with Ares and everything were attacking this tank and we could not kill him. He was that strong. So you need attack. All right. You are going to need attack on almost all of your heroes. It is insanely important, or you are not going to beat these fights. And that's why Ares is so important. Now, as far as Aphrodite goes, I don't need her on my human. I keep it there just because She has the extra HP, I mean defense, and she has the extra HP. So that helps my healer stay alive when somebody tries to come back to me and hit her. You could use Vidar. I used him in the early game because it gave her an extra 70% HP, basically between 40 and 70, depending on your Divinity. And yeah, she was doing really well and she was staying alive, but then we were sacrificing a little bit. So I just decided to take Vidar out, and we got Hermes, who is really good. He does the increase speed and he gets everyone moving faster. See, everyone attacks by 150% more. So he's just as good, not just as good. He's also as good as Ares. Ares is much better because doing more damage is better, but the speed is really good. It's a nice little side balance. The other one that you could build up early on if you don't have Ares is Mimir. He is really good. He increases your crit rate. I think up to, what is it? Here we go. So up to 1,000. When you level them up, I would assume somewhere around 2,000, you could get your crit rate up, which is a lot. All right. You are most likely going to be critting a lot if you have him. And that does a ton more damage too. So he's kind of an early game version of Ares, and that'll help you out a lot. So let's go into the first level just so you can kind of see it. We're working into very hard mode, and then this is what I do. I literally just hit battle, I'll hit consecutive battle, and I'll just let it run and go do my own thing. Now I'm going to put it on full. I don't know if it is, it probably is because I was just farming it. All right. We're going to have a little bit of slowness here. All right, so we're going to put it on full. I'm not going to pay attention to this, all right, because right now my team's a little bit stronger than this. You want to fight in an area that your team can definitely win. You don't want a team where you can lose. As you can see, they're kind of wrecking things. I get it. I'm 100. Here we go. Look at, there's the attack power. Look how fast things just melt with that attack. Crazy, right? And then they just kill things, and then they get their skills off. Look at that. Everyone's dying. No one is living. All right, there you go. She comes right around to the back, kills that mage, and now everyone's going to kick the crap out of this tank, and we're good. Now the heal is going to go off once in a while. If you're really just farming, honestly, I would take the heal out and just put another damage dealer in if you're kind of annoyed. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we're still going to beat this guy. But as you can see, the tank. I mean, we're 158. And it took us a minute to kill that guy, to kill this whole wave. All right. If you're like coming in here at like 120, 130, yeah, you're going to have some trouble here. And these guys are going to start killing your people. There you go. 3-star. We get a potion. We get 1,500 gold, and we got 1,900 EXP for each hero. So that's awesome. All right. That's where you're going to want to be farming once you get into very hard mode. If you're in hard mode, just farm the area that is, has the heroes that you want, basically. Now, let's leave here real quick and just look at some other stuff. All right, here we go. So now the other thing here to check is your tactics. Tactics are a little bit rough because it's hard to get the tactics things for it, but you want to have as many of these as possible. As you can see, I have my attack up 35% right now. We have this one, which is attack plus 6.5%. We leveled it up. This is level 4 now. So I think it starts at 5%, I believe. Then we've got this one, which is 9%, which I believe starts at 6%. So we got an extra 3% for leveling up there. And then we've got this one, which is 19.5%, which I believe starts at 15. So we got another 4 from there. So just from leveling those up, we got a ton of attack from that. Then we've got this for ambush for using, that's the other reason I switched her in for the assassin, because now assassin and punch fist get 10% HP. And then we've got this one, which also has target HP of 11%, which is my tank, and power fist, level 2, another 11%. So that's 21% increased HP for my tank. Great. So now we've got plus 21% and we've got plus 35% attack. This is very important in the early game because having that extra attack is going to really help you out in beating those tanks. Now, there are heroes that do crazy things. There are other gods that you could use here in this situation. As you can see, I'm not leveling any of the other ones. This one is pretty good. Artemis, she has a really good skill, which I actually use in the raids, and she can slow a hero down, any hero. It's going to go for a random hero, I believe. So, but against the boss, it's amazing because you can slow them down. Like a healer, you can hit her with that, and then it'll slow them down so they won't keep healing. It'll give your team time to kill things. She does a ton of damage too once you level her up. I did do that in another account. This one right now, I haven't touched her just because I have more important things. But yes, she is a really good hero also. I would highly recommend building her. There's a few other ones in here that are good, like Hela is good. She's kind of more of a nuisance than anything else. I mean, she summons those skeletons. You're going to end up getting a lot more versions of the skeletons and more HP and things like that. So she is kind of a nuisance. And if in the arena, she's really kind of a pain in the ass. So yeah, if you're looking for someone here, a team that's going to do, she's really good at distracting a back row. But if you have heroes that kill the back row, it sort of removes her. Now, if you use her, the skeleton, the epic skeleton, and then maybe that legendary skeleton guy. They all summon skeletons. That's going to be a nightmare in arena and everything else. So if you're looking for a whole skeleton crew, yeah, you could do those three things. Let's get out of here. So that's that. Tactics, gods, heroes. We've done all the stuff that matters there. Then we've got, oh, here we go. All right, here we go. We've got other things in here. We've got the collection. We don't have to worry about too much masteries. This is where I spent my gems. All right, now this is the first time right here where I got this blue 50% crit. This is the first place that I actually only got purple. I spend my gems on here. When I get a roll, I'll re-roll. You only get 3 chances, which is why this is blue. Everywhere else I got purple. So we have an extra 2,000 HP here. We have an extra 2,000 HP here. And we will, if we get a third row, it's all purple, we will get 300 attack. So yeah, you can easily get another 900 attack on all your heroes by completing this. Now, the reason we are choosing melee heroes is because I have 3 melee heroes in my team. All right, we have the Spear Knight, we have Power Fist, and we have Assassin. This is why I'm focused here. You should focus on whichever set of heroes you have the most. All right. I would say does it matter? I mean, if you split it up and you do more defense or more range or a mix of defense, range, melee, then this isn't going to matter as much. You might want to just kind of maybe spread out your resources and just try to get really good rolls for like attack and stuff. But as you can see here, we've got plus 250 crit. That's very important. We've got plus 4,000 HP. I wish we had attack, but we just didn't. So there we go. We got crit and we got crit resist, which is just as good. I'll take crit all day. All day I'll take crit. Accuracy is really good too. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not terrible. So I would keep the accuracy. But yeah, you might want to re-roll on this and try to focus on one set of heroes first. That might be your best bet. And maybe I have a couple of rolls in something else. Here we go. Support. I don't have any range heroes, so I remove this. And now I only use these 3. So that's where I'm at with those. And then, oh yeah, that's the other thing with heroes. Let's look. Heroes. Oh, I'm not clicking it. The other thing, training. All right. What are you looking for here? Well, honestly, I look for almost the same thing in almost every hero. Tanks and healers are a little bit different, but they're almost all going to be the same. Skills. All right. We want their skills leveled up. That's all we really care about. I'm talking about all of them, even your level 1 skill, your basic attack. Being able to do 150% damage on your regular attack is better than not doing 150% damage on your regular attack. All right. You're looking for attack, crit damage, all those things. Now on a tank, you might want to look for different things like recovers HP upon block. Don't put that on someone who dodges. Look for dodge. You see what I mean? He blocks. So yes, it makes sense to keep that passive. This one increases crit rate by 10% when a barrier is active. We almost always have a barrier active because I don't know if he puts one up, but I know my healer does. So yeah, when he has a barrier up, he's going to get 10% crit rate. That's also really good. You still want him to do damage, kind of important. And then anything HP, like if you get a really good HP roll, like for 5,000 HP, keep it. All right. So those are the things you're looking for. High-end rolls and skills. That's it. That's all you care about. You're going to get unlucky. It's going to happen. That's just unfortunately the way it works. Same thing here. So this is Power Fist. She's got this little crit neglect skill. So she's got crit resistance by 300. That's actually good, but we also have crit rate by 300. And then I've got a bunch of her skills. Her main skill, I think, is at level 5, right? Yeah. So yeah, she's maxed out on that skill. We want her to do more damage. That's what the whole point with this is. Same thing here. We got lucky on the 1,000 accuracy on Spear Knight. And then all skills. We got some attack here. We actually got 400 plus attack in these 2 rolls, which is kind of nice. We got dodge, a couple little things. Some attack speed is nice. I think we got attack speed just recently. Yeah, on Assassin. We got a 500 attack on her main hit, and we got a 12% attack speed. Perfect rolls. We grab them immediately. All right. But everything else is going to be skills. We've got when HP is 30% or less, her defense goes up. We don't want her to die, so that's good. It gives us time to heal, and it allows her to use skills at the start of the battle. I'm not 100% sure on how this works yet, but I feel like preparation is going to be a very good skill for arena and a very good skill for fighting because it allows you to use your skill right at the start. And I think that's going to be something that I'm going to look into and try to figure out how it works exactly and what skill it means that I can use right at the start. If it's like ultimate, or like I don't think it's ultimate. I think it's just a skill, like your secondary. We'll see. Either way, I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm going to assume it's good, but I picked it anyway because it was the only thing in that row. And then we've got our healer. Look at this. All these heals. This is why getting your ascensions and stuff is so important because you're going to get so many more tactics than somebody who has a legendary sitting at 2-star and level 10. You're going to have tons more tactics. Look at this. All of my heals are like almost maxed on her. And then she has this, which does when HP is 80% or higher, her defense is increased, which means it's going to be harder to kill her right from the beginning. While she has her shield, she's going to have a ton of defense, which keeps her HP up. All right. That's why I chose that one. There you go. That's my team and how they're working. We are on, here, let's go. We showed you the campaign arena. We are in Silver 3. I have trouble just as much as anyone else. I mean, it's kind of a tough area. We're about to get into a new thing here. I don't know if we even have a reset. Yeah, we do. So here we go. This is let's go for this is a team that's 95,000 and they have the best heroes ever. So I've lost to these fights. That's the only thing I've noticed about the arena. It's very random. It's annoyingly random, and it just chooses what skills you use. You can't do anything. You have no choices here. All right. So it's kind of annoying, but that's just what it is. You're going to lose some fights. You're going to win some fights. And that's just what it is. So here you go. These guys have literally the two of the best heroes in the game. They are all, what are those? I don't even know what they're called. Mythical, whatever they are. They're the best heroes in the game. And we didn't even use a skill, right? Yeah, we still have all of our things. We didn't use a skill once and we just murdered them. Granted, they are 50,000 power less than us. So I do get it, but they have the best heroes. All right, look at these. They have literally two of the heroes that everyone loves. Now let's go into a fight that we should probably lose. So here we go, 147. This is going to be a random chance as far as I can tell. I don't really know. We'll see. I've lost to teams that are lower. I've lost teams that are higher. It is so random at this point. I don't even care. I literally just put it on auto and walk away because there's no way to really tell. But as you can see, we've already killed the back row, one hero. My tank is still one of the lowest heroes in the game, but look at that. Spear Knight just shot through these guys. Now we're going to get some speed up. Everyone's going to start attacking like crazy. My tank might die, but we don't care. Look at this high speed, crits, and heals. My healer does plenty of damage. Boom. Like it didn't even matter. No one died. My tank could have died, but he didn't. There you go. So there's your arena. These guys, this team works really well, all right? And it's because we're building a team that we can build fast, get our level up. And then eventually you can go back and maybe save your gems and reset some heroes and put in your legendaries that are really good or the ones that you're finding more pieces of. But in the beginning, you should really be focusing on, I mean, you should see this. Look at this. This is a team right here. This is a smart team. This is actually the exact team that I would use if I had this healer right here. This guy right here, blue, perfect team. All right, he's got the three heroes that I have, and he's got the best healer in the game. I think she does shields, and she's a crazy good healer. So yeah, I would take her and switch out my priest immediately just because she's that good. Other than that, I probably would keep my team exactly the same. So my healer is the only one that I would switch, and I'm not even hating on her. I actually like the priest; she's working really well. So yeah, that's a team that I would definitely do. This is your goal here. This is a couple's goals. All right, so let's get out of here now. Tower. So Maze Island, I think on here we are at stage 9. I could beat stage 10 and possibly 11, but I only farm on the area that I know is easy to beat. This one is probably going to happen soon because we just recently got over the 150 mark, so we'll probably beat this one and try to get through that. But just go with whatever's the easiest one for you that you know you're going to win. Don't farm something that has a chance of losing. It's not worth it. Not for farming. All right, Hall of Gods. We are on Ares. I've shown this before. We haven't gone much further because this isn't a huge part. I basically just farm stage 4, mainly because these rings are stupid expensive. All right. I actually have enough rings of purple to make 2 epic rings, but it will cost me 140,000 silver. So we may go back and try to farm some blue rings to get those because I can get 2 rings for like 40K. And I think that's going to be better because I'm still missing 2 rings on 2 of my heroes. And once I have rings, then I'll start maybe doing the epic ones later on when we get more gold. But gold is becoming less of an issue. Things are costing more, but I'm finding better ways to level up and get more gear. So we don't really need to do these right now. Actually, I did do Sharon, whatever his name is, on 3, and that's because we got the earrings for my other hero. We're about to get another hero to 5, so we will probably go back in here soon and get the earrings for my priest, and then we'll be good there. We won't need God of War for a few, so we'll see how that goes. Tower of Reincarnation. We are on stage 30 in the humans. It kind of shut down before I could really go back into it, but we are in 128 of the Tower of Infinity. I left it open. I didn't want to finish it until we did the video today because I wanted to just at least show some fighting in here and show how the team works. You saw the arena, you saw how it worked, and now these fights get very hard very quickly. But as you can see, look, that one guy in the back row who's annoying, who can do a ton of damage, all right, just took a huge blast to the face, and now you got everybody kind of killing him. And now you got Spear Knight going back and hit him in one pop and kicked his butt. So this is a very good team. they're gonna die because I wasn't paying attention and didn't use any of my god skills. So we're just gonna say screw it. Let's just do speed up. Let's just do speed up. Let's see if it's enough. If Spear Knight's enough to kill these guys. Spear Knight's. I don't know if we're gonna have a time to do it. Actually, we might. This might work. He's gonna do it. There we go. All right, and then he heals back up, which is kind of cool. And my Spear Knight's gonna do a ton of damage. This is because I leveled him up a lot. Look at this. He's level 20, 5-star. All right, my tank is doing enough to keep himself alive. He's strong enough. We'll do attack speed up. Now he's going to heal, and we're actually going to win. I wasn't paying attention using gods, but there you go. 2 guys. They just took him down. This is why I love Spear Knight. He didn't even look at this. No health loss really there. Everyone else was getting their butt kicked. All right, and this is a great way to get these stones. Don't go crazy fusing these in the beginning. A lot of people are going to tell you to start fusing them and doing all that crap early on. Don't do that. Save at least, what I've been doing is saving at least 50 or 60 of the lowest tier of every hero. I won't go below 50 or 60. And then for green, I don't usually go below 40. Blue, I only keep the ones that I need. Let's wait for the attack up. We want that. Here we go. We definitely want Ares because we want these things dead fast. There we go. Because now they're going to use their skill. It's funny, Ares pops up almost exactly when you start getting your skills max, which is why it's perfect. You get your attack up and then immediately use your skills. So, yeah, so your skills do another 175% more damage. What were we talking about? I don't even remember. I was like, what were we talking about? But either way, this area is really good. Oh, yeah, the stones. Blue ones, keep the ones that you are using. That's what I do. All right, I've kept a few of other heroes that are from other factions that I know I'm going to be leveling up. Basically, my secondary team, I've been keeping them. Don't just willy-nilly get rid of them. You also need them for your collections. I forgot what it's called. The God's Favor. You need it for that too. Yeah, it's God something. God's Favor, I think it is. And actually, there's 2. There's Pandora's Box and God's Favor. Pandora's Box is for gear, and then the God's Favor is for shards. And you can get resistance, which is obviously good. You know, less stuns, less all that crap, less poisons, everything. And I think 53%, 53 resist. And the more you level your gods, the more of those things you're going to get. This might be one of those fights we lose because this guy's really strong. Like I said, these fights get very hard very quickly. I didn't expect to even beat this one. Here we go. Let's get some attack speed. Let's see if this helps. All right, so these little wraiths are very irritating. Yeah, I don't think we're beating this one. Yeah, these guys get strong very quickly. See what I mean with attack? Look at this. These guys are crazy. I don't even know what the attack power of this is, but stage 130, it's fine. I'm okay losing. We were stuck at stage 120 for a while. All right. But yeah, hey, we're moving up. That's 10 more floors. We'll get a purple hero from this. It's great. All right. And then make sure you do these as much as you can. I've only been focusing on human. I haven't been messing with these because I don't have heroes leveled up. I'm not wasting time on low end heroes. We will get this gear eventually. It's not like these towers are going to be gone. All right. So I'm not super worried about doing the extra towers. I'm doing human only because that's what my team is, and I can get gear from that one tower, and I can move up further than I can spreading my resources around. Oh, that's right. We got something extra here. Look at this. We got legendary ore. Now we can craft a legendary piece of gear that probably costs $10,000. No, it's going to be like $1 million. All right. So let's see. Let's talk about other tips and stuff. Expedition. All right. I do this every single day. All right. I do it twice. So I get whatever the claim is, all right, and you do your quick expedition for free, and I do the 50 diamonds every single day. All right. If I have done the 100, I don't do it every day. It's only when I was like stuck and really needed it. So that's one thing. 2, shop. Always buy stuff in the shop. You're going to start running out of these things very quickly, so you may want to consider buying even these, all right? But not early on, doesn't matter as much, but you're going to start to notice that it's going to be a pain later on. So just every once in a while when you have a ton of gold, just come in here and buy some. Every day you should buy epic hero elixirs, and every day you should buy holy elixirs. I have bought both of these and these before. I only did it when I was just close to something in the beginning. Now that I know about campaign and how it works a little bit easier by just letting it run on auto and just farming and letting yourself level up, if I did the game again, I might not do this, but I'm still going to say that just to get you caught up, it's not a bad idea to buy like one of these here and there when you're just like, say you're like just about to get a hero to 5-star or something like that, like, or, 3-star, 4-star, if you're having trouble in an area and you've been trying to get through it for like a day or so. Yes, then I would spend 500 on this. I would not spend any of my diamonds or gems on anything related to summoning. Literally 0 things. Do not summon unless you're spending money. Don't touch it. All right. You're going to get more than enough stuff to level. Don't worry about it. I do buy mastery runes once in a while. I didn't buy them today, obviously, but yeah, you can buy these every day if you're, if you're getting gold, that's fine. And Arena, I've been basically buying these every day, the hourglasses, because it's only 100 and you get 30, so it's worth it, especially if you're going to be doing farming. If you're doing the maze every day, you're probably not going to go through all these every day, but still buy them. All right, you're going to need them for later, so don't worry about that. And then these I buy once in a while too. I'll buy stones so I can get my gear leveled up. And there you go. Clan, I still have some coins here from doing the clan fights. We've got common tactics I usually buy. We're up to uncommon and rare, so I'll probably end up just buying these. All right. And using those to upgrade whatever tactics I have left. And then I'll go start buying rare probably pretty soon. I think almost all my tactics are now into rare, except for like 2. So I got to do those. Where are we at? Let's look. Tactics, green. All right. So we don't need any of these. See, 15%. We don't need those. All right. So we've got this one right here. That's 12,000. This will give us more HP. And then we've got, what else? We've got this one, which will also give us another percent HP for my tank and for Punchy. I love calling her Punchy. And then this one also. Boom. Here we go. More HP. Wow. I have 3 of them? Yeah, I have 3. So ambush. Yeah, we have 3. I didn't even realize that. So it's actually a lot more. Ambush and then this one too. So we're gonna do this one actually up here. Ambush. We'll level this one up. We'll do 2 of them. So there we go. That's 1. We got ambush to 11, and we're going to do the other one that was level 10, I think, right here. This is actually they're both 11. I thought they were not. All right, whatever. Either way, we're going to do 2 of them just because. Why not? Boom, there we go. We got more stuff, more HP. I'll take it. And I've been leveling my tactics as much as I can. I try to do that stuff first, and then I'll start focusing on heroes because trust me, you're going to get sidetracked. I think that's it for management here. I don't think there's much else to really talk about here. Get your stats going, get your tactics up. Say, look at this, all these tactics he's got going. Look at all these stats he's got. That's why they're getting strong. Look at my Spear Knight with this 37,000 power. I love it. All right. So yeah, expedition every day. Definitely do these every day. Your soul pass, we're at level 46. We still have 14 days. We should more than likely reach this 60 mark, which is great. We get summons, we get these fused materials, and we get these 10 legendary potions, which is going to be awesome. So yeah, we definitely want that. Do your challenges whenever you need to. Do arena every single day. Put it on auto. Every time you log in, it doesn't matter if you lose or win. Just get in there and keep fighting because eventually you'll get the free stuff in there. It's very, very worth it. You're going to get a ton of summons from doing that. Campaign, like I said, farm wherever you can. Just try to beat things and get through it. And don't worry about stars until you get into the next area. So once you complete normal, all right, then you'll start working into hard. Once you get somewhere around here, 3 or 4, probably, you should be able to go back into normal and complete it solid. Same thing with very hard. I got into here. I'm on Cemetery Cave, and that was, I think, actually by frozen plains here, I was able to go back into hard mode and complete this 100%. So yeah, go back whenever you have time. Don't worry about it in the beginning, and only farm areas you can beat, and I think you'll be good. Now, I think that's about it, honestly. You're going to get a ton of stuff. Don't bog yourself down with worrying about legendaries. Look for skills that matter. My secondary heroes right now for the raids are basically Dionysus. No, sorry, I always do that. Banshee, Lightning Demon, Orc Magician, Dark Mage, and Hela. All of these heroes have skills that are good. We have attack down, attack up, crit up. We've got defense down. We've got a hero that can do damage based on HP right here with this. We've got a poisoner, and we've got a silence. So literally it's all crowd control in my backup heroes, and those ones do not matter at all. Like they don't matter. Like I wouldn't go crazy with them. It doesn't matter if you use demons, this, that, none of that matters. You just want the defense down. You want all those stat reducing skills. That's all you care about for your secondary team for raids. If you want to throw a potion into them to get them a little bit stronger, it's fine. It doesn't matter. As you can see, we are still beating stuff with these guys set up like this because we use the Poseidon right at the beginning. We get our shield, and then we just have these guys do all the damage, and they just kind of do all their skills, and we don't worry about it. So now my team does more damage because of them. That's all we care about. Their support. Okay. Yeah, I think that's most of the stuff that we talked about for the beginning of this game. I know this went a little bit longer than I had hoped. I think we're actually, yeah, we went way longer. But yeah, it's definitely a great game. I think it's tough in the beginning, and I think a lot of people are going to have trouble with it because it is rough when you don't know what you're doing. I think I basically explained most of the stuff that you need to know to get yourself through it. Just know that it takes a little bit of time. Don't rush through things. Here, let me see. Here's an event. Let's see. Banshee. No, I'm going to see if it's in here maybe. Package. Where are we at? I just want to see if it has the Do we have it? Nope, we do not. All right, whatever. Like I said, I think we're on day 8. I don't honestly know. I just wanted to show. Yeah, but don't get bogged down with this game. It's definitely fun. Take it at your own pace. Try to level up some lower end heroes early on and then start focusing on your legendaries. Once you start getting a hold of the game and a grasp and you start understanding what you're doing, try to match up your gods with the affinities as much as possible. Pick one team and stick with it. Try to get as many tactics for that one team as you possibly can. It doesn't necessarily have to be an all human team or an all beast team. There are other tactics in there that you can use, separate heroes that are from different factions. So, but just make sure that you're getting a team together that has all those factions and all those tactics in one team so you can boost your attack more because you are definitely going to need it. All right. So that's it for today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'm always around. I like to answer questions and, I like hearing from you guys. It's a lot of fun. And also, like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. I'd like to get God's Raid moving along as much as I would like to get Raid Shadow Legends moving along, which is already there. If you guys like Raid, make sure you check out my Raid content. We also have some Epic 7 stuff going on and a few other games that we're throwing out there, and we will be doing some little bit of old school gaming, retro gaming very soon. All right, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. So this is God's Raid, a bunch of stuff to think about and do, and early game tips and tricks and skills and all that nonsense. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.